Hi, and welcome to our special time together that we have every week. And this week, I want to focus on really the very basic part of becoming still in the mind and also embracing the universal consciousness, which we call love. Now, love is a word that's used in many different contexts, but I prefer to think of the divine experience of seeing life as a combined consciousness, as many people do. It's not just me, and that's why I use the word love. We are all one love. And today's mind-stilling exercise will be about making friends with our breath. Our breath, which we do talk about every time we have a ritual, a mind-stilling ritual, is so important. But it's dawned on me that some people may have a very different relationship with breathing than I do. So I'm going to share with you what it means to me, and therefore perhaps it will expand the relationship that you have with breath and make it so that you are more comfortable coming into this sacred temple that is our human body through the breath. So what we want to do is to think, to change our thinking, and not think about this human body, blood and bones and muscles and tendons, as a vehicle for breathing, that we have these set of lungs. But we're going to change our thinking in this process so that we realize the truth is that the breath breathes us, and the breath gives us consciousness, and the breath is the key to life. Because if you think about it, if you're not breathing, you are not alive. It's that simple. And people in comas are proof of this. And if you even look at the stars in the heavens above, and you'll see this pulsation, even in telescopes showing far away and as far as they can go into what they can now call the multiverse, not just the universe. One universe after another universe, everything is pulsating, pulsating, pulsating. Now, if they're not necessarily showing breath, but they're showing energy, this pulsation of life that is infinite. So here we have it in our own being. And we work with this each time we meet together to go closer to this place within ourselves by stilling this very busy mind of ours, by coaxing the thoughts to settle down and possibly just dissolve. A lot of Buddhist people use the breath as a tool of meditation also, and frequently they start by counting the breaths. So that's one way you can do a new relationship with your breathing, to see if you can focus on the actual in and out process and associate a number with it and nothing else. Don't allow other thoughts to come in and, oh, I need to get out of this silly thing and go, prepare dinner or take care of my cat or, take a walk or read a book. Just for this moment that we're together, let's put all the mental power that we have in our beautiful, developed human brains and focus it on the breath. The reason we're doing this is because it is the most effectual way to experience happiness in life. When you still the ruminations, the raku-raku-ru, I call it, the constant chatter, the monkey mind of the human consciousness that has not been disciplined or trained or tamed. And we all want to be happy. We all want to experience that big ice cream sundae in the sky called happiness, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And we can have it anytime we wish if we learn to focus on the breath. So let's begin. You can either keep your eyes open or closed, it doesn't matter. We're going to, with all of our possible energies, focus on the breath coming in through our nose and focus our attention as the breath leaves through our nose. You can get more breath in your lungs by expanding this process, and I'm going to stand up to show you. In yoga, we have this thing where we call it the belly breathing. But opera singers use it, and they teach it in Lamaze classes for women who are birthing. It's using the diaphragm. So you breathe in, and you breathe out. I'm pointing here because this is my diaphragm, and I'm releasing it by the ab muscles. Breathe in and let your ab push out. Lungs expand. Breathe out. Stomach pushes in and air goes out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. This alone takes a lot of concentration. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, push that belly out. Breathe out. Push the belly in. So continue with that breathing and just get into the rhythm of breathing in and breathing out, associating the belly with releasing. So in other words, we're never doing this. We're never lifting our shoulders and thinking we're getting more air in that way. No, it doesn't work that way. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out at your own pace. The breath is our friend. The breath is pure consciousness being manifest in the physical world. The breath is life. The breath is freedom. The breath is joy. The breath is bliss. The breath is knowledge. The breath is the divine. The breath is sacred. The breath shows us the way. The breath is our teacher. The breath is our lover. Just be silent for a moment and feel connected to your breath. If anything pops up during this time, know that it is just your making the waves happen in your mind. It is not the pureness of the breath. If you have a fear that you're going to fall into some rabbit hole of of past life, hyperventilating or being scared of this is weird and what am I doing? Oh, it's a waste of time. Any of those kind of thoughts. This is something that is just preventing you from having an experience of bliss. Why deny yourself bliss? Why? So just trust me and know that if you continue following your breath, making friends with your breath, all those things we just listed, feeling honestly that your breath is your guide, your lover, your higher self, the same as you are, but it is connected to all the energy, the Shakti, the impulse, the spanda, we call it in yoga, the creative force that happens throughout the whole universe. Trust that that's happening as you breathe. There's nothing to fear. There is nothing but goodness in following your breath. Nothing but wholeness and truth and love and sacredness. All here within your own body temple. Remembering to use the belly to breathe in, let the belly get loose. Breathe out, belly pushes in. Let the diaphragm expand, breathing in. Let the diaphragm push the air out. Use the belly breath to really open the expansiveness of your lungs. It takes practice because your mind does want to wander. A very great Buddhist teacher was talking about how she was taught to follow her breath and to count, and she realized that she lost count after number 1 because our mind wanders. So if you feel like you want to count the breaths, that's fine. We're up to about 100 at least by now. But if you just want to watch the in and the out, that's fine too. Just keep the rhythm going. Keep the trust strong. If any thought comes in to disrupt, just don't talk to it. Watch it and say, oh, there's that disruptive thought again. Naughty, naughty, naughty. I'm going to stay tuned to my good friend, my lover, my teacher, my all, the breath, my life. And then all is well. So one other thing that I like to do, especially if I'm in not such a great mood that particular day, is to envision light coming in with the breath. And as I leave any kind of darkness I have, just offer it to the universe. The universe can handle it. Bringing in the light of consciousness with each breath and relieving yourself of any troubles, any darkness, any blocks as you exhale. Breathing in the light of consciousness and releasing your blocks, your challenges, your sadnesses, your fears. Breathing in and breathing out. It really is this simple. It really is this delightful. It really is this fun to be quiet and listen to the sound of your own breathing, your life connection. Even though we only do this together as a group every now and then, I hope you are practicing this technique of stilling the mind as much as you can, because the purpose of doing it as much as you can is so that you can bring this steadiness, this peacefulness, this equanimity into ordinary, everyday life. Isn't that nice? No matter what's going on around you, if you tune into your breath, you will be connected with your lover, love itself, the light of consciousness, the family of humanity, and the expansiveness of the breath. Until next time, my friends, be well.